I have with me right now Tony and Rich, and they're standing in front of their beautiful, beautiful Harley-Davidson Trike. Rich, what do we have here? I mean, I've seen Harley-Davidsons. They're beautiful, but I've never seen a Harley-Davidson with this gorgeous, gorgeous back end on it. What is this?
Well, this is a kit out of Illinois. It's DFT Trikes. A friend of mine helped me put it together. This was just originally two-wheel ultra classic Harley, and then we added the kit to it, and it's just amazing. It's probably one of the best rides I have ever been on with Trikes, and I've tested quite a few of them out.
Now, who drives it, you or Tony? That's what I want to know.
Well, she wants to learn, because actually with a Trike you don't even have to have a license, motorcycle license in California. And but I got to find something a little bit cheaper to teach her on.
Well, Tony, you tell me. You ride on the back of this thing, right?
Oh, it's a wonderful ride.
Really?
You can go about 500 miles without even having to stop. I can fall asleep in the back of this.
We talked a little bit before I put you on camera, and you told me there's a very good reason why you ride a Trike as opposed to a two-wheeler. Can you tell us that story?
Well, we get hit head-on with a car, and well, I was laid up for about a year out of work in the hospital. We were for about 3 weeks, and then she was in nursing home for a month, and I was in there for a couple months for rehabilitation.
Wow, wow. So Tony, you were in a nursing facility for a month?
Yes, that was right.
How badly were you injured?
Well, I had to have knee surgery. It broke my patella, and I broke a couple ribs and a couple of toes, and I was banged up a little from the waist down. And it took a little to recuperate. I didn't ever think I'd get on a bike again, and then once I got well, it's like I would rather be on the back of a bike than to be in an airplane any day.
Tony, I've been riding for a very long time also, and I've had friends who have had very serious accidents who will never get near a motorcycle again. Now, I can understand that, but then there are people like the two of you who get right back on and continue enjoying this wonderful sport. What makes you different? Why'd you get back on? Why didn't you get so scared that you went away from the sport?
You know, being on the back of the bike, you get to see nature. When you're traveling, you get to see all of nature and get to appreciate everything the Lord made out there. And it's a wonderful thing to experience, and you can't experience that in a car or in an airplane. And to be on this is just, once you get the bug, it seems like it never goes away. I would rather, I'm going to New York next year, and I'm not going on the back of a bike and not in an airplane.
Really? You guys are going to New York next year on this Trike?
Yep.
Yes, we are.
Wow. How long is that going to take you?
I don't know, we're taking off a whole month, and if it takes a little bit longer, so be it. And,
that sounds like a dream ride.
Yeah.
Rich, would you mind coming over here and pointing out some of the features of your bike?
Sure.
Thank you.
One thing is, you know, we do have the independent suspension on it, which makes it ride just, it's like a wishbone suspension like a car. It's got dual shocks on both sides and adjustable.
What does that mean? What does independent suspension mean?
Well, it does mean for the handling. So like when you're going in the curves and stuff, it's not going to lift the wheels, stuff like that, because you got the balance and stuff like that. And the same going down the road, like I do know Harley, their original Trike is a straight axle, and if you ride it, it bobs you back and forth. This does not do that. This just like going down exactly like a car.
So you really did your research, didn't you?
Yes, I did. There's another company out there that builds a suspension almost very similar to this. They're a little more pricey because the whole suspension is all polished and chromed and stuff, but I didn't need that because you can't see it underneath this body anyhow. That's for one, it's like an open wheel Trike and stuff like that.
Good point.
And it's got a huge trunk in it. I mean, you can actually put like 2 carry-on suitcases in there and still have room for stuff and things around.
I know that this Trike is full of incredible accessories, but I look at this and there are 2 things I love about it, and they're the cup holders. I'm telling you, I'd buy this Trike just for that.
Just for that.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, look at that, they're all set up to go, and of course all we do is just put coffee in these cup holders and stuff.
I know you. What was the original color of the motorcycle?
This is the original color. In 2008, Harley did a candy apple red. And that's the only year they did it. Now, I guess this year in 2012 they came out with one similar to that. They don't call it candy apple. but that's the only year that they did it, and so it's basically a stock color of Harley.
And the rear body here that we see, I'm assuming that the manufacturer just color matched it perfectly?
Yes, he did. Very, very close. He did an excellent job.
And these wheels you have on here, you know.
These are actually Chevrolet wheels. Yeah, they're car wheels.
And what size are the tires?
They're I don't know what the width of them, but they're 18-inch rims.
Wow.
This front wheel was made by Colorado Customs, and I bought that first. And then I tried to get something in the rear as close. Although he said that he would make a set of wheels for the rear, custom made, but then he wanted like $3,000 just for a set of wheels, and I bought both these wheels back here for like $900 with the tires.
You could buy a bike for Tony to learn to ride on for $3,000. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I've ridden bikes for 40 years, and I look at the attention to detail on this. I mean, the lighting, the beautiful chrome. I mean, you even have the heat shields on this to keep your leg from burning, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much everything that you could put aftermarket and stuff on it, I tried to get on it and to enjoy and stuff.
I know that you had a bike before this. What year was it?
It was the same year as 2008.
You ever ridden one of these bikes before they put those heat shields on? Burn the heck out of your leg.
Yes. We had, before that, we had a Road King. It didn't have the heat shields on.
And what happened when you rode that?
Oh, it just, right up, it got warm. So these do help, and it also helps by having the true duals, because you don't have the extra heat coming out here, going on the other side a little bit too.
Now, did you change the chip on this?
Yes. Yeah, it's got a Vance and Hines. We've got a power module that came with the true duals.
Well, I want to tell you something. I really appreciate you spending this time with us. You and Tony. Tony, thank you very much for standing with us today. And I'm going to be riding with you on my bike, and I'd like to see you up there.
Okay, well,
all right.
Thank you very much.
Take care. My pleasure.